Strong players throughout history have played this move, including Garry Kasparov, Magnus Carlsen, and Bobby Fischer. A dynamic opening that often leads to a combative game. d3 defends the e4 pawn and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop, but keeps the light-squared bishop stuck behind the pawn chain. This lets your bishop step into the game. They bring out their bishop, increasing their control over the center. This prepares your bishop for development. This is a fair trade. A logical capture. Their knight comes into play, attacking the center. You are bringing your knight into play, eyeing the central squares. Their bishop moves into the game. You offered your opponent the chance to trade off equal material. They exchange pieces of equal value. A clear recapture. They castled kingside, placing their king in a safer spot away from the center. Develops the knight and attacks the center. They bring out their knight, increasing their control over the center. Castling on the same side as your opponent and preparing for the middle game. Their rook is now active on an open file. Connected rooks can be very useful. They kick your bishop with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. You prevented your opponent from being able to tactically win a bishop. A straightforward recapture. You challenge the opposing rook for control of the open file. This move forces your queen to retreat, giving your opponent extra tempo. That was a fair trade. That was the only move. This moves your queen to a safer square. They are right on target. You're kicking their knight out of a useful square, moving their threatened knight to safety. You've added an extra layer of protection to your pawn. Their best option was to take an open file with a rook. You are threatening to force isolated doubled pawns. They prevented you from being able to force isolated doubled pawns. You are threatening to win a pawn through an eventual fork. Your opponent activates their last piece, bringing all of their forces into play. Yes, this is the way. Their better move was to kick a queen. You are threatening to deliver a back rank mate. They had a better way to secure an escape square for the king. Nice, definitely the right move. They've improved the positioning of their piece. Good job stepping in to defend your knight. You are now able to win a queen through a discovered attack. Your discovered attack wins you a queen. That was the only move. Your move gets closer to checkmate. You won material by capturing that queen. A clear recapture. Getting closer to the forced checkmate. That was the only move. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. They move their king out of the check from your pawn. You continue the checkmate attack. That was the only move. Your move gets closer to checkmate. A straightforward recapture. Getting closer to the forced checkmate. You are now able to checkmate the king. You did it. Nice checkmate.